this is what I have so far of the third Josh Allen polystyrene drawing. I primarily worked on first the hat and then the face during the morning hours. If I recall, I got up around 6 in the morning. And then worked somewhat consistently until 11 in the morning, by which point I had pretty much done all of the major details of the face and hat, at least the front of it. I did these parts of the hat, did the face so that, with the intention of later drawing in the ears on the side, so I could do the sides and back, and then finish the top of the baseball cap. Doing the details of the face led to me starting work on the jersey. And this is what I have so far at 10:59 p.m. At 11 in the morning, Dad and I left to go to his parents' place, where we delivered the third Santa Claus polystyrene drawing so that it could be given to someone on Dad's side of the family. If I recall correctly, it's for a cousin. By the time we left for Dad's parents' place, I had the face done plus the 17 and 1 over here, only without the red outlining inside of the black outlining. I didn't have this. I didn't have the C, but I did have the NFL collar drawn in, and the Bills, and the 17. But I didn't do the blue. I did the C and the blue coloring so far of the jersey during the last few hours. Well, the last hour or so. I recall falling asleep at around 2 p.m. I woke up around 3:15 p.m. And when Dad served me the heated up and cut up pork chops, that we picked up from Dad's parents' place. Although this was after we did some errands. From roughly 11 in the morning to about 2 p.m. We first went to the shed in the backyard of Dad's parents' place, so Dad could borrow their lawn spreader in order to make Dad's lawn look better. Though Grandpa ended up having to open the shed since the doors to it were locked by one of those dial locks that you turn in order to enter a sort of code. It's been so long since I've touched one of those. I know you're supposed to turn clockwise for one number and then counterclockwise for another number, but I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do. And without that, even while doing my best to turn to the numbers, the three numbers in the combination, on the dial, I wasn't able to open the shed doors, and neither was Dad. We put the lawn spreader, which kind of looks like a wheelbarrow, only shorter, and below the container it had this sort of spinny thing that spins when you move the lawn spreader. Presumably that bit is what does the spreading. And we loaded that in the trunk of Dad's car. We then left that car at Dad's parents' place and we then went in Dad's mom's car, and she drove us first to Hobby Lobby, where I didn't buy anything myself, even though they had a 12-pack of Sharpie markers of different skin tones called Portraits of Us, according to an online search I did by searching Sharpie marker skin tones, off of my mobile phone. Hobby Lobby is closed on Sundays. And they have some Christian-themed products within the store. Have no plans to ever buy anything from the Hobby Lobby. For starters, it's generally cheaper to get craft supplies if you find them at a store that's general purpose rather than specifically for crafts. It could be even cheaper to get those craft supplies online. I was able to find those Sharpie markers for sale on an online store for roughly $12 and something to Hobby Lobby's $13 and something. Though the online store I found it on, that Skin Tones pack of Sharpie markers, it's kind of meant for getting classroom supplies. It seems you're supposed to make an account. It's called School Specialty. You can make an individual account that's not connected to a school, though I'm not entirely sure if I'm supposed to buy that $12-pack of skin tone colors. Since I'm not a teacher, but I would definitely put those new Sharpie markers to use. I haven't made an account off of that site yet. But we'll see. The 12-pack of skin tones didn't come with any orange-colored Sharpies for those who have tanned skin. But I'm hoping it comes with some extra hues of brown. since whenever I want to draw an African person on a polystyrene drawing, my only options are either to use a brown Sharpie marker or a bronze metallic Sharpie marker. And that's not much variety. Dad and I got these Powerade Zero Sugar sports drinks for roughly $14 for, I think, a pack of 32 or so at BJ's. One of those warehouse stores like Costco. Though I think in between the Hobby Lobby trip, where I think Dad's mom got some couch cushions or red cushions from what I can recall, and Dad got some wall hangers. We went to a thrift store whose inventory is supplied by people making donations. I looked around pretty intently the whole time, but couldn't find any Sharpie markers. There were Sharpie markers at BJ's, and BJ's is where we got the steak. Although the Sharpie markers I found were not what I was looking for, which were the Skin Tones Portraits of Us pack, so I can be more diverse when doing portrait polystyrene drawings, which makes up the vast majority of what I've done in the past. A portrait drawing is when you draw a character. A landscape drawing is when you draw a place. I picked out Powerade Zero Sugar because they're calorie free, they don't have any sugar. I definitely don't do enough exercise to justify drinking a sports drink. But it's calorie free. After we were done at BJ's, we went back to Dad's parents' place, helped bring the stuff in that Dad's mom got for her. Dad picked up the pork chops. Then we went to a sort of convenience store. Where Dad had gotten coupons for free half gallons of ice cream. Free half gallons of ice cream. no purchase necessary. Dan and I both used one each. This is the flavor I picked out. Panda Paws. Dad picked out black raspberry. And we didn't get anything else at that convenience store. Dad got those coupons in the mail. This water contains magnesium mixed into it. Has some drops from a magnesium supplement. I think my ankles were a little sore around 3 p.m. Or actually, it was by 2 p.m. from all of the walking around I did today. When I woke up around 3 p.m., and after I finished the pork chops, and that blue raspberry bottle of Powerade that was included with it, around 3:20 p.m., I think I ended up falling asleep again. Then I think I woke up around 6 p.m. or so. Something like that. Yeah, while we were at BJ's, Dad's mom encountered one of her friends, an older, dark-skinned woman. And when I got the chance, I introduced myself. Sometimes while out, I may do a quick hello or good morning to strangers. I don't know if I've done that in a while, but maybe it's just because I've not really been out much, or at least not in an unfamiliar place. So I've primarily been talking with Dad's friends lately. At familiar places like our local Salvatore's. At the at the thrift store, as we were checking out, I considered showing the person who was the cashier my styrofoam drawings on my phone, but then I didn't really get a chance to do that, and I'm thinking that I didn't want to delay my dad and his mom, and I didn't want to interrupt her work, so I ultimately didn't do that. If I recall correctly, Dad got up around 7 in the morning, maybe around 7:30 in the morning. When he got up, within about half an hour, I had a cup of coffee and then another within an hour of that. Basically, I had 2 cups of coffee during the morning. I have a feeling that there's going to be an episodic event on this game pretty soon, so I wonder what it's going to be about. Most likely, I'm going to get in an invulnerable building rather than, say, building set. This is the only one I have. It's probably the only one I can make room for. The Dwarven Citadel.